Hey y'all, it's Ms. Pineapples, and I'm here with you live on the Carnival Elation, kind of running over some things that I didn't know, things you need to know, things that are super helpful, and just kind of going over my experience as a whole with Carnival Elation. So the booking process online was really super easy. Mine was through a travel agent. I'm actually with basically a group of other people that have common interests, and this was something that I found out about through a flyer. So, one of the most interesting things I found about this particular situation is when you are going on a cruise, you really only need to have regular identification and your boarding information. So, I should have gone over in another video some of that, but for right now, we're just going to focus on some of the experiences boarding the ship. So basically, once you get to the port, you're going to go through the check-in process, which does include bagging and tagging your main bag that you're going to have taken onto the boat. So through the Carnival Elation website or through the app, you can click a button and download what is going to be basically your boarding pass card for your luggage. And I chose to put mine in a plastic covering and tie it with a pretty rainbow shoestring, and it was great. And what they do is they take that from you. I suggest what I did not see necessarily on the internet about the embarking on the cruise is that it is super helpful to be carrying a backpack with you and not a bag. And I've heard people say things like, oh, you can bring your own soda pop, da da da. The reason why taking soda pop is ridiculous is because then you're carrying around a 12 pack of soda pop for 2 to 3 hours. So, for example, I picked an early embarking, which was 11 a.m. I was not allowed to go to my room until 1:30 p.m. I didn't see any information about that on the internet whatsoever. So, I didn't realize that my carry-on bag, which was a shoulder strap bag with a pair of my king size Crocs in it with a whole bunch of other stuff that was really super heavy, that I was going to be carrying that around with me for that many hours. I had no clue because I didn't see it anywhere on the internet. So I would suggest that whatever your carry-on bag is that you're going to keep with you, be with your basic necessities that you need for your time just hanging out around the ship. So for me, that was like a portable charger I thought was really important, a cord so that I just could like video myself and send messages and call people. Another thing I didn't realize was that I would have access to my regular cell phone service until we left the port. So although everyone had to be on the boat by whatever the time was, like 2:30 was the time that we were supposed to be leaving, I don't think that we actually left the port until about an hour to an hour and a half after our disembarking, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the proper term is. So expect that huge time frame. So anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, at least with the Carnival Elation, is when you're actually going to be leaving the port. That's when you want to put your phone on airplane mode. You want to make sure that you already have your Carnival app downloaded and you're ready to go. So it was great. I was able to call people. I was able to post on Instagram. I was able to post on my TikTok. I was able to post on Facebook. All of the fun that I was having. The very first moment when you get onto the Carnival Elation for those first few hours, I'd say not until about 12 or 1 does it really start like kicking up and getting kind of like party heavy. And there's dancing, there's a conga line, there's so much fun and entertainment. We had a dance off, which I'm sure I'll post somewhere at some point. So there's a lot going on just to get you hyped for the trip. There are also there's a few different options for eating when it comes to buffets. So you've got your Blue Iguana, and then you've got your Guy's Burgers, and then you have Tiffany's Restaurant, which is back and inside, and all of those are kind of buffet style, sort of. So Guy's Burgers and the Blue Iguana are both I say buffet style because you can see everything that you're eating, and you have to ask for it and they give it to you. So me being on a clean eating or a whole food diet, my first couple of days I was having lettuce with beans, rice, chicken and steak for like a meal, and then I would go inside to Tiffany's, which is an actual buffet where you go around and you pick out what you want and you put it on your plate. I was doing like potato, chicken. They have sliced ham on the bone, which is really good. I'm just trying to stay away from processed foods as much as humanly possible. They have a lot of other options. I will go over those types of foods later. And for breakfast, I was having egg, potato, and grits. I believe that I went over that in another video. So those are the main options for eating that's included in your fare for your Carnival Elation cruise. There's a whole plethora of other foods, and also your 6 p.m. or your 8 p.m. evening dinner that you choose is also included as well. The staterooms get cleaned every morning, usually around the time that you leave. In the event that, for example, my card actually was not up on top of my door when I came to my room. My suitcase was here, but my card was for some reason missing. I'm not really sure what happened, but I had to go to guest services to try to get a new one, and it took quite a while. The lines for guest services are exhaustingly long. So if there is anything that you need from guest services, or you need to buy a ticket for an excursion, I would really recommend that you try to fix those things before you get on the ship, or you wait until the first day of the cruise when things start to wind down around like 7, 8, 9 p.m. and you go get your needs met then. So the guest services open 24/7 from what I understand, and you can go there and you can buy your outing tickets. You can try to change your room. You can change your dining time. You can change the table that you want to sit at in the dining room. So there's a number of options that you can change with guest services, and I strongly encourage you to try to know what it is that you want before you get on this ship, because I will tell you that when you are just ready to go chill and be relaxed, that the last thing you want to do is stand in line for 30 fucking minutes waiting to talk to guest services about something silly. There's a whole lot more to cover, but I'm exhausted. I went to the beach today. It was amazing. I probably look amazing. I got some sun. But tomorrow I'm actually going on a Jeep excursion. I have a wonderful and amazing friend who actually blessed moi with a ticket for that, so I'm really excited to get off my feet into a Jeep and go see the city of Nassau. So I will let you guys know after this how that goes, but I hope that you found this video informational and helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed my rambling. So if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a like down below. And in addition to that, if you want to see more of my adventures and you want to learn more about the Carnival Elation cruise, or if you have any questions, go ahead and drop that down below, and make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see more of the information that I have to offer. I will tell you that I looked very hard for a very long time, and I watched hundreds of videos, and I spent so many hours on my phone trying to learn all of this information, and I will tell you that no one articulated this in the way that I'm doing here today. So thanks for watching. Mwah. Love you. Bye.